next ଆମର କହିଲେ ଆଉ କଣ ଚାଲିଛି ଏବେ controversy. So tell me, why in India we have in Odisha recently we have seen that so many instances where people are burning themselves. So I think that repeated instances happening. So what are the reason for that? It's a very cruel thing. People, why they are taking such an extreme step?
Yes, sir. It can be categorized into two regions. The first one is the lack of emotional stability. Second one is the sense of helplessness despite complaining. So we can get our answer in two aspects. One is our personal aspect, and another is from the governmental steps or anything help from outside. If we see the case of the student from FM Autonomous College, though it should not be promoted. By the way, suicide is not the solution, but still she took her life. But it implicates the inaction of the sorry, it a controversial age was.
You can say that your first one is selflessness. Like here in this case, women are feeling that there is no way they can ventilate their grievances except taking their life. Okay. Second one is our society is not ready. Like once anyone complaining like that, we always put a blame on the women only. Na? And third one is once there is this repeated instances of if anyone is self-immolate herself, so after it is getting the sensationalization and media attention, and the culprit is immediately government is taking immediate action against the culprit. So those who are not getting justice, they might think that they can follow the same path. This is what called copy cat psychology to bring justice to their crime. Na बुझिपार साइकोलोजिकली एटा गोटे इम्प्लिकेशन आमे कोन करछन्ती गोटे डेथ हला परे ताकू एते आमे सेंसेशनलाइज करूछन्ती तो गवर्नमेंट इमीडिएटली कल्प्रिट अगेंस्ट एक्शन नउची तो जहां पाखरे किसी ऑप्शन नाही तांको लागुची कि दिस इज ए राइट स्टेप ना so we can say that misuse of media for their TRP rating, they are promoting such kind of incident in the mainstream media. That also led to the more people falling the trap to this kind of things. Na? Yeah, third point भी psychological aspect भी रखा add करी पारिबे. Please देखो इतने सारे पिला अच्छो please ना participate करो देखो. If you are not going to participate, then it's very difficult. So don't worry about what people other are judging. Simple. Put your point, try to have argument, don't think about other what people are thinking. Okay, so let's say you are the SDM of a particular area and in your locality so many people are dying because of all this incident. So what kind of awareness or what kind of measure you are going to take to tackle this crime? Please participate, everyone. Please participate. Hello
sir, recently government prevented the easy availability of inflammable material, such as the purchase of petrol in plastic bottle was banned after this incident.
Okay, so like the first question पे भलसे सुना मु कोन कहली तमे अगर एसडीएम अच्छो तमे अगर सही जगह रे मान लियो गोटे अथॉरिटी अच्छो तमे कोन स्टेप नबो सो ये तो गवर्नमेंट ऑलरेडी नहीं साइचंती ना
On administrative, yes, sir. On administrative ground, we can ensure that each institution should send a report on ICC, Internal Complaint Committee. Then it should always be, yes, sir. Okay.
You can say in a systematically way, each and every organization should establish internal complaint committee under Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace Act. There should not be any non-negotiable term. Every institution, I'll ensure that there should be, all institutions should have that ICC. ICC means Internal Complaint Committee. Second one is we need to make sure that those who are suffering from all this harassment crime, they need to speak up, and instead of stigmatizing them, we need to encourage them and we need to shame the culprit so that that can restore the faith of people on our judiciary, our system ना. ये second point हो सकता है. And third point आप कौन कोई आपको systematically देखो जहाँ भी तुम्हें argue करो put that in a systematically way.
Sir, proper audit of the internal complaining committee should be done, sir, so that it should be monitored regularly.
In order to deal with the stigmatization of this issue should be prevented, sir. For that, there should be an easy access to file complaint.
Yes.
So we can
So
introduce like
I
seed
think
box.
Odisha government implemented something I think called Sakshi Sri. I think Sakshi Sri.
Yes, sir.
You can talk of that also. You know, government recently this I need to as a being the officer in that area, so I can strengthen the Sakisri so that these people, the women led organization, they are in every institution. So those who are facing this kind of depression, harassment, or anything like that, so they can approach them. And the Sakisri already having the empowered, having knowledge, so they can tackle that also, na?
Yes, sir.
प्लीज प्लीज समस्ते पार्टिसिपेट कर देखो पार्टिसिपेट करिवो तो भलो पॉइंट आसीबो भल लागिवो डिस्कशन रे जणे दियने पार्टिसिपेट
Sir,
कला होबा
awareness.
समस्ते पार्टिसिपेट यस अवेयरनेस
Sir,
रिगार्डिंग
awareness
Uh-huh.
related to zero FIR and online FIR, the new provisions which are mentioned in Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, in which we can complain any harassment in any of the police station.
Yes, we can encourage all those who are harassment should be complained. Even if if police is complaining that this is beyond their jurisdiction, they can simply file zero FIR. Yeah, that is what you are saying. So put in that way, it is a very
Yes.
good point. Okay. Saurabh.
Sir,
Saurabh.
completed. Sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Okay, completed. I think someone
Sir.
else is speaking something.
Hello.
Yes.
ମୋର question ଗୋଟେ ଥିଲା
Mm-hmm.
ମୋର ତ other exam ପାଇଁ like OSCC CGL or ଅଲଗା exam ପାଇଁ OPSC ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରତି ତାର knowledge ନାହିଁ ତାର syllabus କା prelim କେମିତି କଣ prelim test strategy କେମିତି କଣ ଯଦି ଜଣେ ଚାହିଁବ ଲାଗିବା ପାଇଁ ତା ପାଇଁ
देखो ये इंटरव्यू ପାଇଁ डिस्कशन ଚାଲିଛି ପ୍ଲିଜ ଟିକେ ଏବେ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ପାଇଁ ଡିସ୍କସନ ଚାଲିଛି ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଟାଇମ ନାହିଁ ତମେ ଆମେ ପରେ ଆମେ କଥା ହେଇଯିବା ଆମେ ସେସନ କଣ୍ଡକ୍ଟ କରୁ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ କଥା ହେଇଯିବା ଏବେ ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା କହିଲା ଏବେ ଆମର ଓପିଏସସି ପିଲାଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଟିକେ ପ୍ରାୟୋରିଟି କାହିଁକିନା ଆମର 15 ଦିନ ଏକ୍ସାମ ଅଛି ପିଲାମାନେ ବହୁତ ମେହନତ କଲେଣି ଗୋଟେ ବର୍ଷ 2 ବର୍ଷ ମେହନତ କରିଛନ୍ତି ଏତିକି ବାଟ ଆସିବା ପାଇଁ ହେଲା କି ତମ ସହିତ କଥା ହବ ପ୍ଲିଜ ଟିକେ ତମେ ଶୁଣ ଟିକେ ପରେ ତମ ସହିତ କଥା ହବ ହଁ बताओ what kind of step we should take.
Can you divide the
Yes.
answer in like three types, like community level रे कौन है परिवो, institutional level रे कौन है परिवो?
Yes.
For example,
that
sir,
is what they
in
are
our
looking
block
for.
office, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
In our block office, there is a category of employee under self-help group, MBK. So they are selecting one employee from that. Her work is to visit the villages and to register the issues women are facing, like that only. So can you introduce such things in any institution so that
Yes,
a dedicated employee will be there to deal with women issue or something like this kind of issue?
So I think already ICC role is that one. The role of internal complaint committee, it should be led by the women. Not women of significant position. Let's say in your organization, let's say in the district, if there is a highest level of women is let's say sub collector or ADM. So जे highest level थिबे सेही तार हेड करिवे आउ ता देरे हमर कोन वुमेन को पाखरे जो आईसीसी पाखरे पूरा हमर कोन कहले सिविल कोर्ट रे पावर अछि इट इज अ वेरी पावरफुल बॉडी बट प्रॉब्लम इज दैट we have not yet established the ICC in majority of the institution. So that is what we can create awareness. देखो community हमें create करी परिवा. Community we can create at the community level. But within government already there is a very good scheme. But we have not implemented that properly. So we can implement that.
Yes, sir. So should we frame our answer considering that FM college incident or in general for all women or only
In
working
general,
women?
for all women, देखो से तुमको specific पचारी चलती recently about FM college incident or it is rising self-emulation all over the Odisha, then you have to talk about in general. देखो already in question they will provide lot of clue to all of you, so you have to find this clue, na?
Sir, then we can bring in the aspect of domestic violence also.
Yes, you can also bring.
Yes.
But can you put answer in a very systematically way? अगर मान लीजिए if they ask question, let's say you are the ADM or SDM of a particular area, in your area so many people are dying because of you can say the self-emulation. So what kind of step you are going to take? So give me in a systematical answer, 4-5 points systematically.
Sir,
Hello. Yes.
sir, I want to know self-emulation is gender neutral or some specific question will be asked, like female self-emulation or male self-emulation. If you are asking self-emulation, it should be
Mhm.
gender neutral. Why we are focusing on only female? Why not? It may be a man self emulation because her peer or her spouse forcing
Mhm.
him to do so. So
Nee,
why we
that
are
is good.
generalizing? Why
Yeah,
we
yeah,
are
I got your point.
generalizing only female is self emulating, not a male? So
नहीं नहीं मैं
the
समझ रहा हूँ,
answer should
but
be in
I
answer
think
should
the
be in
majority.
framing something like we should have a police reform or judicial reform and social stigma out of the box. Not only a female, the male also can do this. So we need a gender neutral answer, not a
Yes, yes,
specific empathy towards a specific gender.
yes.
So that's
We
my
need gender
concern.
neutral answer. It's a gender neutral answer, but problem is that most of the cases recently happening. I think most of them are born by. I think women are there self emulating themselves. I think if I'm not, I might be wrong. Majority of the case कोई मतलब male का death हुआ है कोई male any male person died because of this things.
It's very rare,
Maybe
sir.
I don't have any ideas.
हाँ नहीं एग्जाक्टली ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ ତମକୁ କହୁଛି ଦେଖ ସେ actually ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇ ଯୋଉ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନଟା ନାହିଁ କି କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟ ହିସାବରେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ତମକୁ କି ରିସେଣ୍ଟଲି ବହୁତ ସାରା ଓମେନ ମାନେ କଣ କହିଲେ ସେଲ୍ଫ ଇମୋଲେସନ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସୋ କ୍ୟୁ କଣ ପାଇଁ ହଉଛି ଦେଖ ଜେନେରାଲି ମେଲ କଣ ହଉଛି କି ମେଲ ଟିକେ କଣ କହିଲେ ଆମେ ମାନନ୍ତି କି ଏମ୍ପାୱାର୍ଡ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଆଡଭାନ୍ସ ସେକ୍ସନ ଦେଖ ମାନନ୍ତି ଆମେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କଣ କି ନର୍ମାଲି ମେଲଙ୍କର ଯଦି ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ ହେଲା ନଟ୍ ଗୋ ଫର ସୁଇସାଇଡ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ କି ନାହିଁ ଫାଇଟ୍ କରିବେ ଆଟଲିଷ୍ଟ ଫିମେଲ କଣ ହଉଛି କି ହେଲ୍ପଲେସ୍ ଫିଲ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି whenever they are not getting justice anywhere family में कहउछन तो family कौन कहउछन चुप रही जा कहीं because of fear of stigmatization society रे कहले society रे ostracization law पाई तमे दि गलो पुलिस तुमको माने तुम सॉल्व करिया जगह harassment करिया स्टार्ट कर दबो I don't think same kind of problem in case of male they are facing so yes no doubt you can put some point regarding gender neutral but I think this question is more of women but yes you can mention the gender neutral aspect also I'm not saying you should not mention. If you have point, you can mention that also. I think while you are talking about, you have to talk of entirety, like just like the police reform. We need to make sure that police are quite sensitive. We need to reform our society. So naming, shaming the culprit, not the victim. We need to ensure family support. देखो हमारे first family रे कौन होची problem है ला माने we put all the blame on the women ना. So we have to correct that also ना. Then we also need in our college just like the legal reform first one is we need to have improper implementation of internal complaint committee any institution that is not implementing need to strictly fine and cancel their registration also if needed be and next is we need to ensure the fast track court any sexual harassment complaint need to be dealt very strongly so that there is a very good court it is not the severity of the punishment rather it is the certainty of the punishment which is acting as a deterrent so we need to ensure that also as well okay, I think, and then Sakshi Sri initiative like that is a very good initiative. We can explore that to the other aspect. Sakshi Sri currently located, basically they deals with, the educational institute. Same thing I think the Moyesh is also talking of. We can promote in informal sector, community level, in our society also. In our society, I think in your locality, in your community, in your housing society. So in this society, those who are influential, educated, having experience in the government service, we can make them also representative. So in case of any sexual harassment violence, we can complain to them and they will carry forward that also. ठीक है ना?
Sir, can we justify the cash compensation provided to the victim?
नहीं compensation there should not be any देखो there should not be any justification देखो first you cannot put value to a life but you can say that once life is gone so we cannot come back the life but at least we can provide some sort of money so that those people who are dependent on them they can have their good life ना देखो अगर कोई देखो किए जने मदर थिले तांकर दिरा चिल्ड्रेन अछंती जदी तांकर जे मदर थिले दी तांकर डेथ हे गेला तो चिल्ड्रेन जनो सफर हेबे so it's some amount of money is going to helpful the kids to for their education development activity so you can say it cannot be justified but ultimately we have to ensure welfare we have to ensure that family need to be taken care of themselves for that definitely compensation should be provided to their family बुझिला ना देखो justification केमती करिवो देखो एमती करिवो
Hello, sir. Sir,
yes
I
yes
think the compensation term should not be used here. Here we can literally use the support or
You can say
support
it.
money, or compensations are for any kind of damage. So if a person loses his life, so
देखो मैं
it's
समझ
not a
पाऊँ देखो
damage.
actually देखो we are in administration but you can use that because you know administration need to be emotional stable, so it's okay. I think compensation term is used even time and again different. Even our ministry also talking about compensation need to be provided, rehabilitation, and I think this is what called victim, like disaster time we are also providing compensation na? So you can say that. I don't think there will be any issue with that because it is a accepted terms also. ठीक है? ठीक ଅଛି ତ आगे बढ़िया. हेलो.
Yes, sir.
हाँ आप कुछ टॉपिक ऊपर तमे आनिया चाहूँ तो you can ask me also.
Yes, sir, that 130th Constitutional Amendment Bill. That
Okay,
it's
130th
also
Constitutional
controversial.
Amendment Act. So first of all, they will ask what kind of question. What is 130th Constitutional Amendment Act? So they'll ask what is it.
Sir, through
कौन
this
से
act, through this act, the Honorable PM, Prime Minister, Chief Minister, and Minister can be detained. If they
Detained.
are detained for more than arrested, sir, if they are arrested for more than 30 days, then they are then automatically they will lose their post and will have to resign.
Okay.
So
So you can just
when it,
modify. You can just modify that. I'm just modifying your word. So you can say that this 130th Constitutional Amendment it empower for removal of Prime Minister, Chief Minister, or Council of Minister if they are arrested for more than 31st day. So they will disqualify from holding this position. ऐसे थोड़ा सा formal way. Okay. बाकी तो ठीक था, किसी
yes,
प्रॉब्लम नहीं. हाँ, then आगे.
Sir, arrested in severe
Yes.
cases like
Severe नहीं,
rape,
पांच वर्ष.
murder, and yes, sir, whose punishment is more than 5
Yes.
years. So it should be
Yes.
specific.
Yes, it should be specific. The person, the CM, Prime Minister, or Council of Minister disqualify if they are arrested for any charges which provide conviction or the conviction for more than 5 years. So in that case, they're going to disqualify. देखो ये टाला तार objective, but main thing is they'll ask why opposition are criticizing it. So this is what the main controversial question. So if it is a good thing, it want to remove the corrupt elements, then why opposition are opposing it?
Yes, sir. First one is a threat of
sir,
misuse of this act. First, the controversial about with a threat of misuse of this act, and that has it is also violating the principle of innocent until proven guilt. Yes. And how,
So
in the sense that the political party in power may arrest and detain someone till 30 deliberately in order to change the political party. So in this way, it can be misused in future.
देखो 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 महेश मैडम को बढ़िया किना फ्रेम करछि देखो तमे एटा को भले किना कहि परियो जते तमरो किछि बायसनेस रहिबो देखो you can say that sir we have seen in time and again repeatedly the honorable Supreme Court says that misuse of the BNS led to the anyone can be frame then any politician can be framed charges that it can be amount more than 5 years of imprisonment and they can be arrested for more than 31 days. As we can see in ED last 1 year they have last couple of years they have initiated 400 cases. Out of that 400 cases only around 3 to 4% rate of conviction. That means it can clearly seen or it can be clearly seen as the judgment given by the Supreme Court there is the central agency are being misused by the union government or central government to target the state government or chief minister of the state. So that is what my apprehension. So there might be misuse. ऐसे type की बोलना है. There might be misuse of this provision to arrest any chief minister or any other minister to simply destabilize the state government. Okay? देखो केते तमे देखो तमे यदि खसी गलो ना तमरो ओपिनियन देलनी तमे सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट को कोट करिकि तमरो जो सब्जेक्टिव ओपिनियन टाकू तमे ऑब्जेक्टिव बनै देलो माने एई जगह तुमको डिनाय करि परिबेनी क्रॉस क्वेश्चन करि परिबेनी. हाँ तापर
Sir,
और
I
कौन
want
पॉइंट
to
कहलो
know,
सेकंड यस
sir, I want to know if I am facing some of the framing sentences which is neutral, and I am framing the sentences. So can I use English plus Odia in the interview panel, in front of interview panel?
you can ask them permission, sir. Can I speak that? Sir, may I explain that in Odia also? A mix of Odia and English. So they'll give you permission. So I don't think they'll any interview panel they don't bother about language. I think they bother about your opinion. But
Yes, sir.
I'll suggest better start practicing from now onward. I think those who have time, if you start practicing for let's say 15 to 20 days, you'll get fair amount of idea. I think today only I'm getting so many messages sir conduct this session. It is quite helpful in previous year also. So that means देखो previous year बहुत जाओ student को भी बहुत helpful है थिला एटा. तो ये वर्ष भी helpful होगा but provided आप discussion करिया दरकार. I think बहुत सारे student अछंती, female candidate भी अछंती, तो participate करो. Don't fear of other. Don't worry about what other people will judge you. So we are here for learning all these things. सब आम शिक्षा अच्छा सो आमको क्या कथा भाविया दरकार नहीं निज कथा भाविया दरकार बा भाव तुमर गोटे भल रैंक आसी जाओ वेस्ट मिल जाओ दुनिया कौन भावुच आमको किसी फर्क पड़ो है कि तुम प्रैक्टिस कर
Sir, need to know.
yes
Yes, sir. I need to know the about sentence framing. If I am facing framing a sentence which is not neutral or any kind of bias is showing, so I don't know what is its proper English word. So I want to
don't
use
worry
the Odia language in the interview.
yeah
So
in
my
that
concern
situation
is
yes
about that. Yes, sir. My
yes
concern
I
is
got
that
your
if
point
I use a difficult or a word that is not meaning the wrongly meaning my sentence, so I should avoid saying in English. So the best it will be I will use my Odia term so that he will understand easily.
yes that is what actually we need instead of using English and communicating wrongly that will create bad impression rather you can communicate it in a way that is what meant you are able to express your opinion so that is what most advisable okay but
Yes, sir. Thank you,
that
sir.
is what your last result but I what is my concern is in this 15 or 20 days we are going to discuss that we are going to have 1 hour of daily discussion but keep on practicing the moment you'll commit any mistake I'll inform you immediately don't worry so we are here not to judge you we are here to just correct you okay देखो तुम समस्त आई
Yes,
थिंक
sir.
देखो समस्त किसी ना किसी आम प्रोब्लेम अच्छे आम जज क्या करूँ आम तुमको करेक्ट बास कहबी है तो से तुम जापर सेन्टेन्स कौ जगह प्रोब्लेम हो आई थिंक प्रैक्टिस करवा 20-25 दिन बहुत अच्छी डोंट वरी आई थिंक इट्स फॉर एवरीवन दोज हु आर कंसर्निंग अबाउट they don't know how to communicate they are not able to speak good English so no need to worry about that okay
Sir, in the last question, as you substantiated our point by Supreme Court's judgment, not judgment data or but by conviction rate. But if they ask what's your view on this, should it be implemented or not? So in this case, what we should answer? Or we should
yes
give a
sir you
neutral
can
answer like be more deliberation, debate should be taken up and more public opinion can be taken in this regard like that, or we should go in the stand of this only last what we
yeah, you can say I got your point you can say we have to treat the root cause so what is the root cause if we look into our ADR report Association for Democratic Right report so you'll find that 47% of our MP I think 47 or 46% of our MP is having
46?
criminal background so what is the it is first we have ensure that there should be ticket is given to the criminals and we have ensured that how criminal entering into MP but we are just simply removing minister so we have to treat in a way there is a recommendation given by the Election Commission of India any politician any person let's say if they are convicted there will charge is framed charge sheet is filed by any court that means some sort of judicial protection is given after that we can disqualify that politician because lawbreaker cannot be the lawmaker so you can say instead of doing that though I can it's a good intention of the government if government can go farther away and bring a law that is what prevent the politicization criminalization of politics and prevent those who have criminals who are against whom the charge sheet has been filed, they should be disqualified with immediate effect. They should be they should not able to contest the election. देखो तमे कौन है ऑनेस्टी देखेला आउट की आगु स्टेप पड़े गला बुझी पाले कि नहीं यदि गवर्नमेंट है सीरियस तब हवा दरकार.
Yes, sir, because it means instead of bringing any new law, can we say like that we should reform our existing law, be it the Representation of People's Act 1951, or we can look into the root cause, that is criminalization of politics.
Yes.
So do you answer
Yes,
like this, or because in both center and Odisha, BJP is there, and they are bringing this bill, so we have to be very cautious while
yes.
answering.
No doubt, the intention of the government is very good to remove the criminalization. Those who are criminals, those who are having crime, those who are having convicted, those who have been jailed for a charges having imprisonment more than 5 years. It's a good intention. We can go further to treat the root cause. So what is the root cause? Why? First of all, so many MPs are entering, criminals are entering into and became MP and later on became the minister. That is because we are not implementing any law. We are not establishing the fast track court. If we can first place prevent our MP to enter, we'll also prevent the minister. This criminal became the minister. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So that is what you can say. We need to treat the root cause. And no doubt, this law should be there, but there should be proper check and balances. Instead of now police can arrest anyone. So instead of that, we can establish separate tribunal or separate organization where retired judge can be there. So in case of any complaint against any person, they can take a call. So if they found that this person is really involved in the crime, so they can give a call. This person need to be disqualified. We need to make it politically neutral also. Dekho. Maybe this person interview board may be from against BJP also. We don't know.
Exactly. It should
So you
always
have to
be neutral.
balance. It's always
Hello,
be
sir.
neutral. Dekho.
I suggest there should be a neutral agency for the inquiry of
Yes.
MP, MLA, or other jo convicted CM, CM
Yes.
or PM or other ministers before the removal.
Mm-hmm.
So there should
Yes,
be a
there should.
neutral agency.
Yes. We can establish a tribunal, just like the tribunal for SAT, Central Administrative Tribunal, then State Administrative Tribunal. Same, we can establish a tribunal to trial all this case. If they found the person is really convicted and sentenced for more than 31, jailed for, not sentenced, jailed for 31 days, we can remove that person. So that we can make this removal process more politically neutral. That means you are upholding good values. But तापर भी हबा हम कुछ करि पारे देखो यदि इंटरव्यू बोर्ड रे करप्टेड लोक बसछन हम कोन करि पारे तांको देखो जोटा ठीक चीज हम कहया पड़िबो. But don't worry about that. These people give you marks. Corrupt people honesty कथा रे बहुत भल पांती. Everyone want honesty in speaking but not in action. बुझि पाला तो?
Yes, sir.
समस्त को भल लागे.
Yes, sir.
Please.
Sir, I want to ask something. The judgment or the decision of removal of CM, PM for their conviction are subject to judicial review. If they are not proven guilty, then they can regain their post also.
नहीं ऑटोमेटिकली देखो कथाटा बुझाउ ट्राई करो देखो सुप्रीम कोर्ट रे तुम जानिछ गोटे केस सुनिया पय 3 वर्ष लागि जीवो बट 3 वर्ष भितर से तो नथियो ना कथा पड़छि वी नीड ए फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट so it should be given verdict within let's say 30 days 31st days otherwise at the 31st day the CM or the council of minister or PM anyone can be disqualified if they are jailed. So in that case by 5 to 6 days the union government can let collapse of any state government also. Simply देखो union government कौन करियो मान लियो जोटा मेन लीडर तांको हटाई देबे हटेला परे बाकी जो सेकेंडरी लीडर अछन तांको पैसा देकी किनि नेबे माने कि गोटे 2 दिन तरे गवर्नमेंट पूरा चेंज हो जिवो. So we need some instead of giving that 30 days or what kind of days, instead of that we can establish a independent tribunal and independent tribunal can start investigation from the day one. And if they found that this person is really involved in the corruption, if they file a charge sheet can be filed after some sort of judicial activity. That means first level of screening. Then only we can start initiation the removal process after 31 days. So that is what more neutral, and that is what less prone to the misuse by the union government. You can talk of that also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. हाँ देखो टिके हमको न्यूट्रल रहा पड़ो ना. हाँ सो आउ कौन किसी भल टॉपिक ऊपर अच्छी आई थिंक जो फीमेल कैंडिडेट अच्छा प्लीज तुम पार्टिसिपेट करो. डोंट वरी अबाउट व्हाट पीपल विल थिंक. जस्ट इग्नोर देम. प्लीज गो हेड. So next my question is recently Supreme Court given its verdict on dog menace. There is a stray dog problem that we are facing all over the India, and on the one hand some people are compassionate towards the dog. They are feeding the dog. They are in favor of keeping the dog in our society because they are integral part of it. On the other hand, so many people are against that because they have seen that dogs are attacking and killing some of our kids. So which way you are in favor of?
So, in order to deal with this issue, we can take a more humanitarian approach. For example, even we have to see the economic cost of reassembly and to relocate them. So, in this way, we can adopt vaccination, deworming. Then we can also go for the categorization of dog as per the Animal Cruelty to Animal Act, so that which are already vaccinated, if it is categorized, then it will be easy for us to strike out the means stray dogs which are dangerous to public. So this can be done instead of going for a one size fit all approach.
Okay. Any other opinion? Please put forth your opinion.
Sterilization
Yes,
of
please.
dog can also be done, sir, to curb the growth of dog population.
Yes, you are in favor of birth control by sterilizing them.
Yes.
Or
Yes, sir.
so any other point? देखो female जो भी अछंती अपन तो गोटे like माने जणे भी कहीं कहि नांती प्लीज एक्चुअली मोर टिके ओडिया एते भलो नाही काई कहले मो प्रैक्टिस
Hello,
करू.
sir.
जदी ओडिया रे किछ खराब आसी गला प्लीज थोड़ा सा माफ कर देबे काई ना मोर प्रैक्टिस नाही. मे बी सम टाइम समथिंग मे बी कम आउट काई ना मोर एते प्रैक्टिस नाही. हां प्लीज.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
I am also in favor of the Supreme Court decision that stray dogs should not be taken out from their localities and should be stay there, and they should be sterilized and vaccinated time by time by the municipal corporation or appointed authorities, and there should be a specific location where the empathetic people can put foods for them.
Yes.
So the basic problem is not with people. The problem with are the babus and the bureaucrats sitting in the hello.
Yes.
The officers and the bureaucrats sitting in the office municipality. They have the responsibility to sterilize and vaccinate the stray dog to control the stray dog population. But they are diffusing responsibility creates this menace. So it is better to give them responsibilities and check on their activities.
I got your point. I got your point. You are in middle path, like Supreme Court. You are in favor of Supreme Court judgment. So what is the issue? I'm just summing it up. So listen carefully. So some people are in favor of we need to protect the dog because dogs are largest human companion since time immemorial. Whenever we have moved out of the jungle and start our civilization, so dogs are with us. Okay, so they are believing that in our society dogs are integral part of it, and it is a clear reflection. The greatness of a nation can be judged the way its animal are treated. So they are in favor of that. They are integral part of it. There might be some stray incident. On that basis, we cannot remove all these dogs. And there are some people who are staying in the footpath. Those who are poor people. When society, no one is taking care of their need. So they are having very close relation with the dog. So for them, at least there is an animal for they have good bond. So for them, like all these ground they've given for protection of the dog. But on the other hand, some people they are saying that dog can be very aggressive because these are very territorial animals. So if they found people coming from outside, if they are not quite acquainted, they start barking and they start also biting also people also. So on that ground, they want, all dogs should be removed from this locality and they should be transported to a specific location. On that location, they can be sterilized, they can be stay there. But problem in this approach is, huge amount of economic cost is involved. If you are putting large number of dog in a very specific locality, they might prone to the more aggressive behavior. I think you know that whenever you introduce 3-4 dogs simultaneously from different locality, they will start fighting with one another. And restricted place also led to the more psychological behavior. Let's say in case of any disease that might impact one dog, led to the spread of disease, and that can create a severe problem there also. And one more thing, if you remove all these dogs from the municipality, so then dog from the neighboring area can also come to there. So these are issues that led to a middle path. In this middle path, what they are arguing is that, so instead of translocating, we can vaccinate all these dogs. We need to control their birth. We need to deworm them, and we need to ensure that those who are having symptoms of rabies and those who are also having the aggressive behavior, we need to find them and isolate them. And to reduce the rising population of stray dogs, we can follow the animal birth control program. That is what called ABC, animal birth control program, where we can give sterilization, we can control their population level. And also we need to also conduct proper census, so that we should know about the problem, magnitude of the problem, then only we can take any step. Otherwise, if you don't know what is your problem, you cannot find any solution. I think middle ground you have to follow whatever given by the Supreme Court. It is both compassionate approach as well as protecting the people also. Okay, and at the same time we need to have proper designated area where people can feed the dog, so that their compassion is maintained, and while at the same time we need to protect, we can protect our vulnerable population from dog bites also. देखो एमती टिके तुमको दी साइड रो स्टोरी टाको भलसे पढिबा को पडिवो, एंड फाइनली तमरो ओपिनियन कोन तमे बनेबा को पडिवो. ओके हेलो
Yes, sir.
हाँ आई थिंक देन एंड करिवा, टाइम हे गेलानी. तमे गोटे काम करो, काली ठू आई थिंक सबु माने समस्त रेडी हे जिवे हमरो केते बेले पहले 6 बजे. मु एबे शेड्यूल कर दोची काली इवनिंग पाई टाइम पे, तो 6 रु 7 आमे डिस्कशन करिवा हैला कि. तो आपण माने भलसे पढंतु, प्लीज रीड ऑल दिस न्यूज़पेपर वेरी केयरफुली, so that you can lot of issue there, so you can ask me, so we'll discuss here. Okay, so whatever may be the issue, so we are going to discuss here and find both side and ultimate conclusion. Okay, so they can ask sometime why people are opposing, why some people are saying they need to be fed, they need to be show compassion also. Then what according to you, there you have to show your judgmental skill. Okay, you have to show your analysis, you have to show your understanding, depth of knowledge in that subject. Okay,
Okay, sir.
then I think we'll have to end here. Chaliye, bye bye, good night, bye bye. I think we are going to also have discussion regarding Odisha-specific current affair around 8:30 p.m. daily. So please ready for that also. Chaliye, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Bye
sir.
bye.
Thank you, sir.